What's up everybody, in this video we will be going over the top 10 best ground units in this update 11.5. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and like this video to see more amazing content like these. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Yeah! The first ground unit that is a must-have is Lord Boron. Not only that he is one of the strongest ground unit, he is a limited and secret unit only obtained through alien portals. You can get alien portals through Alien Spaceship Infinite Mode, and Lord Boron is a portal unit, which means the drop rate is 1%. Boron's stats are max upgrade and max level is 171,226 damage with his SPA at 7 seconds, making his damage per second at 24,460.85. And you can place 3 Lord Boron. Lord Boron is also a multi-hit, and at upgrade 8, he will be able to hit both air and ground opponents. His damage type is magic. Now the next unit that is my favorite unit, which is none other than Melida Assault. Why he is my favorite unit, as he is one of the best ground units at the moment, and as well as I have him unique. Melida Assault is going to be a struggle to evolve, as you will be needing to countlessly defeat Fabled Kingdom 10 Commandments Legend stages, which is quite difficult to do if you're a beginner, so I suggest invite players for you to be able to defeat it. Melida's assault stats at max level and max upgrade is 206,171.06 damage with his SPA at 9 seconds, making his DPS at 22,107.9. He also have a 50% crit, which there are times his damage will crit, and having the Lost Vein or Nail Relic on Melida's will be the most overpowered unit. You can place 3 Melida's Assault, and Melida's costs 84,800 yen to max upgrade, and his damage type is physical and dark. Alright, the next unit is Iso Final. Despite of his Kanzen Seimin being nerfed, he is still one of the best ground units. Especially he will be able to become a hybrid unit at upgrade 9, where he can attack both ground and air opponents, which is quite overpowered at late game. Iso Final is as well one of the most hassle unit to evolve, but the grind will be worth it. Especially he is the meta ground unit with Iso Final stats at max upgrade and max level is 249,567 damage with his ability cooldown at 15 seconds, making his DPS at 16,637.8. You'll want him to be unique because he'll be useful in leaderboard runs. Iso Final also has a manual ability called Kanzen Seimin, which causes the opponents to be pushed back and shielding your base. Moving on to the next unit is Pride the One. Pride the One is currently the best ground unit, despite of everyone's complaints on his first evolution being the worst mythic unit out there. His final evolution proved everybody wrong. Pride the One has the biggest full AoE circle with his huge range, having a low SPA and insane DPS. At upgrade 8, he will become a hybrid, causing him to attack both ground and heal opponents. I suggest placing Pride the One as soon as possible, as he buffs himself permanently, starting from placement for 15 waves till he has more than twice of his base damage. The best trait you can have on him is unique. So the next unit is Yuto Cursed Child. He recently got buffed, making him one of the meta ground unit. He is the easiest unit to evolve in this list. Yuto has an insane DPS with a huge AoE line, although he has a super long SPA. Expensive to max upgrade, so wisely use your yen when using this unit. Yuto Cursed Child is a multi-hit, which will be very good against shield opponents. His stats at max upgrade and max level is 189,833.84 damage with his SPA at 18 seconds, making his damage per second at 10,546.32. Yuto Cursed Child's damage type is magic, and the best relic you can use on him is Miracle Timepiece. Okay, the next unit is Shisui Flicker. He is a limited secret unit, which for all of the collectors out there, you definitely do not want to miss this opportunity. The only way you can obtain this unit is through Storm Act 4 and Act 5. At Storm Act 5, you'll be able to play 3 times daily, where Shisui's drop rate is 5%. Once you have used all your 3 lives on Storm Act 5, you can grind on Storm Act 4, although the drop rate of Shisui is 1% instead of 5. His stats at max level and max upgrade is 145,399 damage with his SPA at 7.6 seconds, making his DPS at 19,131.44. Shisui Flicker can be placed down 3 times. However, because he is a secret unit, having at least 2 of them will be very useful for trading in the future. Shisui Flicker has a physical damage type. Alright, so the next unit is Danny Creation. It will be challenging to evolve her because you will have to repeatedly beat the Fabled Kingdom 10 Commandments Legend stages, which is very challenging to do if you're a beginner. I suggest inviting players to help you beat it. Danny Creation is cheap to max upgrade with her total cost at 69,000 for 100 yen. Danny's creation stats at full level and max upgrade are 218,000 for 196.54 damage, with her SPA at 16 seconds, giving her an insanely high damage per second of 13,662.28. She is an extremely powerful unit, but she also has a crazy AoE circle and a multi-hit attack that will be effective against opponents with shields and large waves. Moving on to the next unit is Aki Contract. The way you can obtain this unit is through Devil Portals, which is drop, and the higher tier of Devil Portals you do, the higher the chances it will drop Devil Stars. Although it is based on RNG, as there is 6 other units in the Devil Stars, including Aki Contract. Not only you can get the Devil Stars from the portals, you can collect 1000 bullets and craft yourself a Devil Star from Makima. Aki Contract is primarily used to beat bosses due to Aki's 2 manual abilities, the first of which is Cursed Devil Form. He has an insane damage per second, and when Aki deals critical damage, he has a unique power called Curse Stack, and if he procs it 4 times, they take 200% more true damage, which is especially helpful against opponents with resistance, which you frequently encounter in challenging maps and portals. The second form only produces big AoE and burst attack, which are usually effective against large waves. Aki Contract stats at max upgrade and max level is 115,050.81 damage, with his ability cooldown at 9 seconds, making his DPS at 12,783.42. Aki Contract damage types are physical and dark. The best relic you can equip on him is Lost Vein Relic or Nail Relic. The next unit is Greed Hunt. He is the best bleeding unit in this update 11.5, although he is a challenging unit to evolve because you will have to repeatedly beat the Fabled Kingdom 10 Commandments Legend stages, which is very challenging to do if you're a beginner. I suggest inviting players to help you beat it. Surprisingly, he is quite cheap to max upgrade, which is 63,750 yen. Greed Hunt stats at max level and max upgrade are 66,269.27 damage and 7 seconds for his SPA, with his damage per second at 9,467.04. Ban will acquire the Fox Hunt ability at upgrade 6, which will cause each of his attacks to rise in damage by 3% to 33% for 90 seconds. Greed does 30% of bleeding of his damage. As a bleeding unit, Greed Hunt will perform very well against enemies of regen. Greed Hunt's damage type is physical, and the best relic you can equip on him is Lost Vein Relic or Nail Relic. Moving on to the next unit is Itachi Susanoo, and I certainly suggest getting him, particularly because he has the biggest broken damage per second and burning damage in this update 11.5. He is challenging to evolve because you continuously have to defeat the Storm Act raid, which is difficult as you will need 350 Tomo that you get from finishing Storm Act raids. Thankfully, the store has everything you need to evolve your Itachi to Itachi Susanoo. I strongly advise purchasing every relic in the store because the relics stack and will be useful to you in the long run. Itachi Susanoo stats on max level and max upgrade is 71,200 damage, with his SPA at 6.1 seconds, making his damage per second at 11,672.13. With his burning damage doing 100% of his damage, so his stats with burning is 142,400 damage, with his DPS at 23,334.26. Itachi have 2 power types, magic and fire. Itachi will do 2 times the damage against ice opponents, and having the Mangakyo Eye Relic is also essential to have for Itachi Susanoo. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, remember to subscribe and like the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.